afternoon everyone, and welcome to a new vlog. Today I spent the morning prepping for a lookbook and I was going to film it today, and I was literally getting ready to like do my hair, do my makeup when I realized that the weather tomorrow is going to be really rainy and there's a few things that I need to do outside just to do some lawn maintenance. Now you guys would have heard in I think the last vlog, I've said that Scott and I, we've never had to take care of our own lawn before, and so we picked up some seed and fertilizer weed killer mix stuff but I want to rake the yard first. Now we now have a lot of yard, especially in the side yards, since we don't really have a front yard, so the equivalent of our front yard is quite substantial. So the goal is to kind of rake all of the lawn. We got some bin bags, like some lawn bags. Then I will probably run the fertilizer through. We got a little seed spreader. It's supposed to rain the next, I think, 3 days. So we're hoping that that will allow for the seed and stuff to do its thing and not have to water it. Now we do also have an irrigation system, but we don't know what that entails. I don't think it's in the actual lawn. I think it's just in the garden beds, but I'm not sure. But it's not quite warm enough to figure that out yet. Confess, I didn't do the entire front yard. It was so much. It was a lot. So I did what I could. We nipped out and did a couple of groceries, and I officially got my employee number. So now that I have an employee number, I'm just reading up on all the little modules and stuff they want me to look at before my email is set up. My email's gonna be set up tonight. It said give it 24 hours from getting the email to set things up. So I need to take a headshot, so I will definitely be looking really good tomorrow for, well, like I said, I was gonna film anyways, and I have my, I have a hamper on the floor there full of the shoes and clothes for tomorrow's shoot, and I will be doing something to my hair, so yeah, so I'll send off my picture tomorrow, and yeah, I might even get to start work next week, which would be kind of exciting. Lots to take in, but very excited. I was working on our receipt tracking just to help kind of figure out, you know, where we're spending money, all that kind of jazz. So I'm just recording it into my spreadsheet, but I got distracted by some of the work stuff. So I'm gonna finish doing that because the month's almost up. I also obviously will have an income again, which will be really exciting. I'm just doing some chores. So I threw the dishwasher on and I have some laundry going. I need to water the plants. I don't think I watered the seeds enough. If you would have seen the last vlog, so like yesterday when I was doing it, I don't think that I watered it enough, because I didn't want to like drown them. But anyways, I feel like I probably need to add a little bit more water, and I think I will call it a night and pick up to you guys tomorrow. Good morning everyone. I am currently getting ready to take my headshot for my ID badge at work, and I'm also filming a reel and short for that. So I have decided that I'm probably gonna curl my hair and just like give it a little wave. Give it a little wave. So if this doesn't turn out, I won't be taking my photo yet. I have 3 shirts to choose from. The one that I actually wore during my interview, which I love, is such a beautiful summer shirt. My green one that I associate with our wedding, and a sage green that I actually got from a former coworker when she was purging her closet. I don't want my hair to be like overly curly, so I'm definitely gonna brush out the curls, but it's not something that I typically do. Like when I curl my hair, I want it to stay exactly how it is. So I need a little bit more body. Not that anyone cares except me, but that's where we're going today. So I decided to use my, I think it's like 1 inch, 1 1/4 inch. I don't think I have the box anymore, but this is from Rusk. I bought it, I think when I was in high school from a hair salon, because because I wanted a curling iron. Alright, I will check in with you when I'm done. Alright. Big curls. I'm gonna give them a few minutes to settle. I'm gonna use a wide tooth comb and this Herbal Essences hairspray, which I'm pretty sure I just picked up for my wedding because I used to have a bunch of hairsprays and I never really used them, so I think I donated them or just threw them out, I'm not sure. But this is the Body Envy Volumizing Hairspray. Turn up the volume with high hold, irresistibly touchable, smells so good, 24-hour hold. This is their max hold. And I used this the other day when I waved my hair and I was actually like pretty impressed. Like I don't use a lot of hair products and I think I'm always just like scared to use hair products because of the fact that I don't like washing my hair all that often, and I feel like the more I put into it, the sooner I'm gonna have to wash it and the nastier it's gonna look. Just how I feel. But I do think that held quite well with my waves. We'll see what happens when I brush through it and then do a little zhuzhing. Alright, now to choose a shirt. So let me show you the options. Alright, so these are the 3 shirts that I'm kind of toying between. Again, I know it really doesn't matter, but I want to feel my best. So I have this sage green top, which I've been wearing a lot recently. It's just super comfy. Then I have this green shirt, another say fan favorite recently. I've been gravitating towards this a lot. You can dress it up, can be super casual. Or this shirt, which I absolutely love. It's super comfy and it's actually the one that I wore for the interview. So I feel like there's some good luck there. So I am leaning towards this because I do kind of want to go for a bolder lip. I feel like this just works really well for that. So I think we've picked my shirt. Alright, so I'm going to keep it pretty natural. I just kind of mucked about with a few different lip options and I kind of went with the one that I was originally going for. Actually, I was gonna go for my NYX one and I can't find it. So this is the next best thing. This is Checkmate from Jeffree Star. And it's just gonna accent kind of the bolder reddy coral color in the shirt. And I'm just gonna be using the tried and true Naked palette. Still don't know what I'm gonna do, but that's where we're starting. I think I'm gonna go in with Kid first. Tone-wise, Kid is kind of between Virgin and Naked. Obviously Virgin is a shimmer, so I don't want to use that. So I'm gonna go in with Kid. I love this color. I feel like I'm gonna do Naked on the lid, Buck in the crease, and Virgin on the inner tear duct. That's what I'm thinking. Super simple, basic nude eye. Alright, so I had a Tarte blush out that I just kind of had, so I grabbed it. But then I found this Too Faced one, which is the Peach My Cheeks Melting Powder Blush in Ginger Peach. And then I was like, okay, let's see what else I have from Tarte. And this is Journey. So now I'm trying to figure out if it's gonna be too much to have this. I haven't really used this much, so I'm not sure quite how pigmented it is. So I'm a little worried that I'm gonna end up being a total ginger face and then ruin everything. But maybe we'll start with this. Maybe we'll do a little something something. That is really See, you can see it in the camera, but I can't see it in real life. That's really funny. All right. I'm gonna have a very peachy smelling finger. Oh, highlight. That's what I was going to go grab. I grabbed a brush for highlight and I didn't grab any highlighter. But you know what? I'm not gonna do highlighter. I think that glow is sufficient for me for today. Now, lips. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to add? Nope. Lips it is. I was gonna line first. Although I don't feel like I necessarily need to line with the Jeffree Star one. I'm still gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna use the Morphe High Maintenance Lip Liner. Alright, that is the look. I'm feeling very Snow White right now. I feel like my hair looks really, really dark. Alright, let's go take this picture. Alright, so I just had Scott take my picture and I now have a bajillion to go through because he likes to spam photos of me while we're doing photos. So I'm gonna do that quickly. It's almost 11. I wanted to edit. I was actually gonna get 2 videos up this week because in my last vlog, I had a lot of stuff and I knew that adding this would make it like obscenely long. So I started editing last night. So I might try and get that up for today. I really do want to commit to a day because I feel like I'll just get my head around it, but I just don't know what day of the week I want to do because I don't want to do a weekend in case we go away. So that's why Sundays are out, because I was like, and I also like to vlog my weekend. So I don't know, I kind of like, there's certain days of the week that people I watch upload and I know that I'm like, oh, tonight I'm gonna have blah, 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 blah. So I just need to buck up and choose a darn day. Just choose a darn day. Also, I'm curious, is there a certain day of the week that you watch your YouTube or watch more YouTube? Because I don't have a TV, YouTube is like my television, so like I watch it a lot, but I know there's certain dates of people's content. Even Scott knows on certain days of the week, he's like, oh, don't you have like lots of videos that you can watch today? It's really cute. So do you have a particular day? Do you kind of just watch it whenever? And what is your view of people who have a specific upload date? Like, do you actually care, or do you just like go and find their content whenever you want to watch their content? Because I find that recently I've fallen into the habit of really just watching the people that I know upload on certain days, and that I was thinking there's people that I used to watch that I haven't seen pop up on my feed. And I know that you're supposed to put the notification bell so that you can actually see that. So I might actually go through and find some of them because I just miss some of the bubbly personalities on my feed. So let me know down below and let's pick a picture. Good morning, everyone. It has already been quite an eventful morning. I rolled out of bed to Scott calling for breakfast and he made us waffles, which was great. We've been talking about doing it for a while and just like haven't put the effort in. But this morning he decided waffles. He made homemade whipped cream and cut up a banana, so that was really, really tasty. And Scott is a go get 'em tiger kind of guy, so if we have a list of things to do, whatever the mood strikes for him, we need to strike when the iron's hot. So we already did 2 of the jobs basically before 10 a.m. We would have been done sooner, except the shelf we put up for my printer, which used to hold my printer in my office, we didn't have the original screws that we'd used, so we need to go to Home Hardware and pick up some washers to make ours work. So got that up now, which I can kind of show you a couple of pictures here. And then in our roughed in bathroom in the basement, which I don't think we're ever going to finish, we are going to have it as a out of season wardrobe, which sounds really like dramatic, but the thing is in our old basement I had a huge section that was clothing storage. So whether it was out of season coats or just like, I don't know, occasion wear and stuff like that that just didn't have space in my closet, and also all of my like holiday themed things that I used to wear for work. So we needed a new space for that because in our current basement, our like actual storage room, we're dedicating to just storage. And in our old basement, like we had storage, like tool storage, we had the laundry room, we had the gym, we had all the clothing stuff. So it's kind of nice that it's now got its own little like area that has a door, so we don't have to see it. So that's really very exciting. So we ended up picking up these little braces for our dowels so we could zoop them into the ceiling. And I will be tackling that later. Unfortunately, so many of the vacuum seal bags that I picked up for our move tore or broke either when we were moving or shortly thereafter. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So now I have to try to reconfigure how we're going to store the clothes, because I had some, I think they're supposed to be pant organizers that hang up on clothing rod, but I don't remember seeing them. Like, I know they're here somewhere, I just don't think I've come across them yet. And we do have a set of the wire drawers that used to have a ton of clothes in them, a ton of Scott stuff that we are keeping. Yeah, I just tried to figure that out, and I haven't really given it a whole lot of thought, but now I guess I should probably think about it a little faster. But other than that, I officially booked my first supply day last night. Literally got my email set up yesterday morning, and by, I don't know, 6 o'clock I had my first job. So very excited for that. It's at the local high school as well, which is also very nice, and it's for geography. So it was like the perfect first day. And I love that I have it set up to text me, because I have too many emails and I have too much crap that goes to them. So I'm glad that I don't have to think about checking my email all the time. I'm a little bit, you know, a little bit nervous, but it's literally for like now for a week. It's like the end of next week. So I'm going to do some more editing on this vlog and maybe bring you guys downstairs when I attack the basement. Good afternoon. It has been a very quiet morning. Yesterday, we ended up having 2 sets of guests drop in on us to hang out. So our productivity became tidying and hanging out. So Scott's dad dropped by for a drink, and then he left, and I went to basically put all of the bags of clothes back into the, well, I don't know, what am I calling it? The out of season wardrobe, because I had obviously moved stuff out so that Scott and I could get in there, and our friends hadn't seen the house since move-in day. So I wanted to, you know, do the royal tour, if you will. So I literally had just enough time to throw all that stuff in the room when they showed up, because my Fitbit was dying, so I didn't get her text saying that they were on their way. So she felt so bad. I'm like, it's all good. But yeah, they ended up hanging out. We had dinner, we played some games, played, I think it's Hues and Clues. Then we did Bears versus Babies, which we hadn't played in a long time, and then just chatted, and it was just really nice, really good fun. And that's the friend that I went and fed her cats in the last video. I just don't feel like doing anything. Today's supposed to be my lazy day. I'm supposed to get all this work done yesterday and then just like coast today, but because I didn't get to do any of that stuff, I want to be productive, but I also want to do absolutely nothing. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. So nothing has happened since earlier. It's been a pretty chill day. I've been trying to give some thought to what I want to do in this downstairs out of season wardrobe thing. I'm just kind of like looking at it right now. I'm actually sitting on the floor of my basement, and I have a pegboard that I used to hang all my bags on. I'd like to get that back up, so I just fished that out of our storage room. I think the way that we had it fastened will work on the studs. They might be like 1/2 inch too narrow, so if that's the case, I'm just gonna lift it up higher and stick it on the joists, so that should be all right. But I was forgetting about it, but I have a couple bins that once emptied of like shoes and bags, clothing that I put in the vacuum seal bags that broke will have somewhere else to go. And then I have the wire drawer unit, if you will, that used to have a lot of stuff in it. So just trying to figure out how I want to store certain things and what I want to store where, basically. I want to just clear everything out of there but then I feel like I have to absolutely finish it tonight because I don't want to be surrounded by stuff. Even though I can just, you know, walk away and go upstairs and not come back down, I want to do it properly. So I'm kind of just trying to decide my approach. What do I start with? I found my shoe racks. I've got all the things, all the pieces I need for that. The bin of shoes is already in there. So I think I gotta tackle the hanging stuff. Like stuff that I know can be hung, should probably be hung. And then that'll start to clear things out. Also, I need to be careful because it's a roughed-in bathroom. So I've got pipes, I've got all of these things sticking out of the floor or out of the walls. So it might be a little bit of negotiating of where the physical drawers are going to be able to go. So it might not be like my ideal because I can't see at the moment because there's stuff in there. I can't see where the pipes and stuff are. I might be able to work around that in some ways. So it's going to kind of just be a let's see what happens situation. Just doing a quick check-in before I go to bed. I'm splying tomorrow. Yeah. I'm nervous as hell. So something that I don't think I've really ever spoken about, but I've been very blessed and fortunate that the 2 schools I worked at, I never really had to supply. I think my first school I never supplied. When I transitioned to my second school, I started as a supply. I think I supplied maybe 3 times, and I supplied one day at a different school that I chose not to continue, and then I was full-time. So I never really did the supply thing, which is what you usually start out with teaching. So I am so nervous. I'm nervous anyways, but like, oh, I got the jitters. So it's past my bedtime. I was gonna go to bed earlier, and then I was just trying to get some things in order. Had to remember to do a few things. I actually also got bombarded with like 2 or 3 other notifications for jobs for this week, but I didn't get to them fast enough because they weren't ones that I am certified in or have any history with. So I was like, and then people snatched them, which is fine because I was not comfortable taking them. And I actually saw lesson plans for one of them and was so glad I didn't take it. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna mull over in my brain what I'm gonna wear tomorrow. I have no idea what the weather's gonna be like. It's only a half day, so I'm only there for 2 periods, which is good, I guess. It's a good start. Ease my way into it, but it's one of the farther schools of my reach. So I was looking at Google's like predictive drive for tomorrow morning, and it's gonna be a bit more than what I would typically want to do. So I'll kind of see how it is and kind of take it from there if it's a school that I want to continue to go to. But yeah, I'm like, oh, I am not gonna be able to sleep. I'm just gonna put that up. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna sleep well. I'm gonna go to bed because it's almost 11. I want to go to bed at 10. I will see you guys after lunch tomorrow because there's no way I'm gonna get any vlogging done before I go to work tomorrow. I survived. I survived, and it's pretty enjoyable actually. So made a few new friends. It was good. It was good. didn't even feel that weird, to be honest. I think I'm having flashbacks when I was with high school kids. So I'm home now and we're gonna have lunch in a few minutes. I will be lurking my job list and see if I have anything between now and Thursday when I'm at the local school. But I'm definitely gonna go eat now. Afternoon. It is Tuesday and today was a whirlwind because I didn't have any job booked up. So I was laying in bed and 2 minutes after Scott clarified that I had nothing, I had a job come in at my local high school and I had less than 20 minutes to get there. I had to eat and get lunch and dress and all this stuff. So it was a mad dash. Now, in the end, I was a few minutes late, but because it was such a last minute call, they were totally okay with it. So it was a long day, but I feel like I'm getting the hang of things. It definitely feels weird after not teaching for a few months. Like, it's different over summer where like you know there's a break, but yeah, I'm getting into it. The only thing that I have to say is I've just forgotten how long high school periods are and how long they feel in the moment. 75-minute periods, so it's something, all right. But I am back at that school later this week, and I have been chatting with a few different teachers that I've kind of just stumbled upon while walking through the halls, and they've all kind of taken my name down. So that sounds encouraging. And one of the teachers said that I'll be pretty busy. They have a lot of no-fills. I'm not mad about being able to work in my own backyard. And it'll be kind of nice because the kids will start to kind of like recognize me and all that jazz. Anyways, I am gonna change. I want to do a little bit more work in the basement so that we can continue that transformation. Alright, this is the current situation. So I've got the wire racking here. I don't want it there. So one thing that I've done is I've laid out the shoe racks, and they are 3 pieces each. So I've just kind of laid those down along the bottom. And that wasn't the ideal configuration either. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. But I have the hanging like fabric organizers. And I do remember that the one in my laundry room goes longer than this is tall. That makes sense? They collide. I think both of them are just very, very long. So I made some space over here to line up one of them here. So the thought was I could move this. Let me step back. I could move this to here. I can avoid this pipe, I think, and not have much of an issue. And then I can bring the last shoe rack here and have most of them on this right-hand wall. Maybe just keep this one right here, and then just move this one to where this is right now. This pegboard is going to be horizontal and hung up kind of in here, but it's just not a priority yet. But the other suggestion Scott actually had was to put the wire rack there. Now, I thought it was going to be a bit too big for it, but I'm not 100% sure. But the problem is the fact that we have all those pipes in the way. Alright, I don't think it's gonna work there. I honestly don't really like it there anyways, but I can't, like, there's a little bit of mobility in these, but like, not much. And I'm pretty sure that when I put the next shelf on, it's on this lip, so it's going to be hitting like here. I know this looks really filthy, and really, like, it is, but it's impossible to clean. So it is what it is. It's very, very old. Leave it be. Plus, like, when you're opening the door, Let's see. Like when you're opening the door, like it's right on top of you. I hate that. So definitely gonna stick it over in that corner where the step stool is, and then move the shoes to here. All right, I do prefer it there tenfold. I did forget about the copper pipe sticking out, which you can just see around the second drawer. But I think that I do have a little bit of wiggle room to the right with the shoe rack. So I might have just enough clearance from the left side of the dowel for the hanging organizer once I find it, and it may not really touch the top of that white unit. So one can hope. Unfortunately, these two are stuck together right now, and I do not have the strength to peel them apart. But I am so happy with the way this is coming out, but there's definitely still lots of organizing to do. All right, put it back together so that Scott can actually get into the gym. So I just kind of put all of the shoe rails back on top of each other, brought my shoes in, 2 bins of clothes, 1 bag of clothes, and 1 bag of bags. So this will disappear when that goes up. Some of this will fit in here. All those shoes will go on those, so I'll be able to free up some bins. I don't think all the clothes are going to fit on that, but there's a good chunk of them actually that are on here that will either hang or go into one of those organizers. All right, it is Wednesday afternoon. I was called in again today, and I'm working for sure tomorrow. And I think that it's most likely that I'll be working on Friday. So this morning as I was getting in my car to drive to the school that is actually local to me gave me a call and were like, hey, can you come in? And unfortunately I could not. But I think that they're learning very quickly that I am booking quickly. So I'm hoping that I will get another gig with them on Friday, and I am aware that some of their gym department aren't there because of I think it was a cross-country meet. And I think it's just gonna be, other than doing the basement, it's gonna be a pretty chill night and then just prep for tomorrow. This morning I was looking for one of the bags I like to use for work. And in doing so, I found the 2 hanging storage organizers. I found them. So like I said, I'm gonna put one here and see if I can see what happens here. And then I think that I will just hang this last one there at the end of this row. I feel like that's pretty good. And there's still tons of space to hang things. Or do I jam pack that full of coats and stuff and then put both the hanging things on this one? Ooh. Because I think I'll still have more than enough clearance for the shoe racks. Oh, maybe I like that idea more. All right, so I'm going to pull all the stuff back out because I so lovingly put it in here so that Scott could work out, and then he didn't. But I'm going to pull the clothes out. The clothes are the only thing that I'm really not sure how I'm gonna divide and conquer, because there's definitely more clothing than there is storage at the moment. But again, I think some of the stuff can be hung. I only have about half a dozen hangers still in here. And then I did have a chunk of clothes that I wanted to add to my try-on pile. So if you didn't see that, a few vlogs ago, I purged my closet. And I hadn't gone through my workout stuff. So shortly thereafter I did, and there was a couple more things I pulled from my closet that I like overlooked the first time. So I'm now, I think it's like 112 pieces, not counting what I pulled from here yesterday. And there's definitely some things in these sealed bags or bins that probably could do with a little bit of a purge. So I'm not gonna fuss about that as much. If there's some obvious things as I am undoing, then I might set them on the side, but I just want to get this done, or as done as I can, so that I can wrap up the vlog. I don't want it to like teeter more than it needs to be, but this would have been done by now if I wasn't working. I'm not complaining. It's been busy though. It's been a busy week. I'm still open on Friday, but I don't imagine that's going to be very long. And then I just booked something for like 2 weeks from now. So let's get this done so I can feel accomplished. The bag storage will be a later addition because I'm home alone and I don't feel like doing it. It's just at like a really awkward height for me to try and hold it up. Let's build the shoe racks. Let's hang these hanging organizers and see how many clothes I can hang or organize. Alright, so this is the temporary bag situation. That bin has a bunch of Scott stuff in it, and it doesn't fit in the other rack, so for now it's just going to live in that bucket. Pegboard, filled that, again, 99.9% Scott stuff. Then we have our jackets and my wedding dress, and then on this side, a few of my pieces. Course, the shoes. Now I do have some shoes upstairs still that can come down here now, and the hanging organizers. Basically there's sweaters on top of both, jersey or jersey style tops. This is a lot of the school or Halloween things, and then we've got Christmas stuff. I've got a lot of Christmas stuff, and then over here, like I said, sweaters, kind of travel tees or travel themed tees, a couple of random things, and swim stuff. So a couple of bathing suits that just didn't make it to the cottage, random kind of tops you throw over a bathing suit. This is rompers and other cover-ups that are like full body. Then we have like the strong, this one scarf which I should put up to the top, and then bottoms and bags that did not break that are vacuum sealed. And all of this not so pretty looking floor space. Feeling pretty darn accomplished, let me tell you, although my feet and knees are very sore from standing on the concrete for so long. And I do have one bin here that has some clothes to go in my upstairs wardrobe, and some things I need to try on, and some things that I know are being donated. So that'll be dealt with later. Happy Friday, everyone. I just wanted to hop on and help wrap up the vlog by saying it has been a whirlwind of a week. For my first week supplying, I supplied every single day. And I'm definitely finding my rhythm again, and I forgot how fun it is to be in high schools and just how different it is with conversing with students. So it was a good week. I've ended the week at one school and I'll be starting next week at the same school. So I said to them that they'd probably see me floating around, and I got to touch base with the teacher I'm covering for on Monday at lunch today, which was quite nice. But yeah, I'm feeling really excited, and I have a friend in the board who basically said buckle up because teachers are gonna finally start taking their sick days because of the nice days, which you can see after so much rain the last few days. Finally have some sunshine where I can barely open my eyes. But we are going to head up to the cottage. I'm going to edit this vlog and get it up, and I will see you guys in my next video. See ya!